Hello, welcome to the video. Hope you guys had a lovely Christmas. I surely did. As I said in my last video, I got a chili. I also got a Toblerone, so I'm kind of happy that I've got this Toblerone and the chili to share it with. Smash. But also, I want to make a quick video in the same format as the last one, you know, PowerPoint and shit, about why I've been so inactive. And there's only really been one video in the last 6 months. It's like a montage, like a mini montage with a really crappy song. So this video I'm just going to cover some points and the reasons why I was inactive and what the plans are going forward. Start with point number one, why I've not been active is digital art. You see, I've always been an artist. I've always liked to draw stuff on paper. Although I hated the method, I hated the practice, and I was always like, why should I do this? It takes so long and I produce something that I'm never too happy with. Here are some examples of my art. For example, there's a sketch. This is a commission I got from Just a Cat. This is a two-tone sort of colour one where I coloured the lines. It's a poster on my wall. Actually, I made this for myself. And then there's also this full-coloured one I made where Sorrel from a furry comic is a Blue Jays player. And I like that. And also you saw in the last video, which I'm going to pull up now, the Never Enough art. I love that as well. You know, I got a bunch of friends to have their characters in there. You know, it's really beautiful. But the main real thing is that digital art was just fun and more lucrative, really. You know, I'll get more attention for it, really, I'd say. To get more personal attention. Most people don't really interact with sports content creators. And I wasn't going to do something that I felt less happy doing if I know I was more happy doing art or writing. So, reason one, digital art. Reason number two is the Colorado Rockies, my favorite baseball team. Now, here's the problem with them. They had the worst record in, like, history, apart from the Chicago White Sox, but they actually look better. Like, watching this team every single day was just depressing. And the fact is that if I was to make videos, they would have all been on the Colorado Rockies. And none of you would have wanted to hear that. I mean, some people would have if they were Dodgers fans, because they laugh at everybody who's below them, you know, the Tory bastards.
Great supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies.
But also the fact that, you know, they've just been stale, repetitive, boring. I mean, I'd have been complaining every week saying, oh, Michael Tolley is doing shit, or Victor Vondick shouldn't be closing games, or Jimmy Herndon should get more attention, or Brett Doyle should probably take a longer break, you know, all that stuff. The only positive of the season that I could see was Hunter Goodman, alright? And he was sick, so I love Hunter Goodman. Reason number three is that real life just became too bad. And you might as well be surprised about this, but I have a real life outside of this. I work a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I work a lot of hours. I barely get time to myself anymore. This art was really, really sad, and it just sort of explained how I felt. I was always depressed for a long time, but this year it got much, much worse. And that was amplified, in fact, by my relationship unfortunately coming to an end. And yes, I drew her that. It was lovely, but my God, it broke my heart, really, you know. As well as just work got stressful, personal life got stressful, I started arguing with my family, I turned to alcohol, I turned to drugs. I was not really doing really well. I'm managing to pull myself out of it right now, but outside of video making and outside of art, I still have a real life, and it was nearly killing me, really. I mean, at the moment I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm trying to shake that right now. It's giving me a horrible throat. It's really hard to speak. But the art couldn't save me, the writing couldn't save me, nothing could save me, alright? All my socials will be in the description, so if you want to see what I've been doing ever since, you know, my break from the baseball content creation, you'll see it. Reason number four, I actually messed up the transition on this one, but there's just less enjoyment for it, really. This is another piece of art I did, but this is for a competition. And this applied not just to content creation, but also to art and writing and anything in life, really. I just sort of used to go home after work and just lie down and doom scroll until I went to sleep. If you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't do it. Unlike most people in the furry community, I have common sense. I like to give everything the benefit of the doubt. I like to review stuff. I like to look at stuff and think, this could be good, this could be better if we did this. I like to be pretty critical, but constructive. You should do stuff you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, then that's unfortunate, you know. You shouldn't do it then. You should either try to enjoy it more, or you shouldn't do it. And most of the time, I just shouldn't do it, because I'm thinking, I'll come back to it when I feel ready to do it again. So, based on all this, what does the future hold for the channel? Well, I will continue with baseball content, but multiple sports such as football, golf, cycling, football as in soccer, by the way, the Furby Rant series, which I did in the last video, will be very sporadic. I'll turn on the camera and complain about the furry community. There'll be nothing political because that's very shill behaviour. And, you know, political opinions just make you look like an idiot to somebody. And I thought, why the hell should I share mine? I will make gaming content again, but it is extremely volatile. For example, you can't just make a Minecraft Bed Wars video like every single time and have nothing special about it. Unless you're a lo-fi, cute, kawaii YouTuber, which, by the way, that content sucks. You are not talented. All it is just ASMR and, like, playing Minecraft. That's not good content. You also gotta watch what you say, and I'm in a position where I physically can't watch what I say, so I say some out-of-pocket shit for no reason. And I shouldn't do it, but I do it. I will always put a disclaimer at the end of my videos just to say, hey, I might say things that you might not agree with, but, massive but, just don't take it personally. Finally, space and astronomy content, which is something I've always wanted to do, as it was my dream job to do something like Brian Cox. It might come regularly, but only in form of YouTube shorts or just general short form content. It's hard to survive in the space community on YouTube because your content's got to be unique. And to be honest, mine won't be too unique. I'm mostly be just looking at the sky and saying, hey, here's what you see, here's how to spot it, etc. Or here's events that happened in the past. May as well do that. But anyway, hope you guys stick around for 2026. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys soon.